In the morning, when I'm walking in from the buses, there's like a lot of traffic. The busyness in the hallways affects like the amount of time I have to get to classes. If I'm leaving from one place and there's just like a bunch of people, I can't like get through.
Maintaining strong schools requires both high-quality learning experiences and safe, well-functioning facilities. But across Centennial schools, staff and students are adapting to growing demands, evolving learning needs, and spaces that were not designed for how schools operate today.
It gets crowded in a lot of areas, such as like the hallways with the bottlenecks where it goes from like really big to small, and in popular areas where like the lunchroom or like popular classrooms where people go to.
You know, the middle school is bursting at its seams. We're seeing an in-migration of students in double-digit numbers. There's an urgency to have different space.
Across the district, some spaces and systems are being used in ways they were never originally designed to support.
Interactions with students throughout the day take place in a variety of locations, whether it be in the back of classrooms or in the hallways, at group tables, wherever we can find space usually. A lot of the kids that I work with tend to become highly distracted in high traffic areas like the hallway or the library, and having secluded spaces where we can work one-on-one would be important.
A lot of times my class spills into the hallway and I have kids out there on desks doing work. We'll go to different spots of the classroom or different areas of the school and go do little experiments and collect data. And that's worked okay, but a spot where we could really meet with kids in smaller settings, have maybe quiet spaces where they could go to and just meet with each other, meet with their teachers, would be really helpful to help grow the students.
Across Centennial schools, facilities are also aging, spaces are under pressure, and staff work hard to sustain the support needed to ensure no student falls through the cracks.
On some of our high-need classes, we are not able to really get the support that we need, and that is a challenge. It's nice to have paras support, and sometimes we're not able to get that para support right now.
What helps kids feel supported in the role as a student is having the staff that supports them, is there for them whenever they are needed, and just truly believes in those children's abilities.
We have such a sought-after school district. We want to make sure that we are working with business partners, higher education, community members to say, what's next on the horizon and how can our spaces, our classrooms, honor what we need to do to train students? What can we do to provide spaces where they're learning now, but also preparing for the future with work? The what is going to change, the how is going to change. But again, if I'm safe and I'm well cared for and I feel heard and I have the tools I need, that brings out success in, and I believe any learner, all learners.
Since 2024, Centennial Public Schools has been planning for the future through a long-range effort called Centennial Forward. The process has included extensive research, facilities analysis, enrollment and demographic review, financial projections, and community input, all focused on meeting needs, supporting student learning, and maintaining strong schools into the future. To address these identified needs, the district is bringing two separate referendum questions to voters, one focused on student learning and one focused on school facilities. Question 1 focuses on student learning, supporting the programs, staffing, services, and learning experiences students rely on every day. This funding would help maintain manageable class sizes, student support services, and the high-quality educational opportunities families expect from Centennial. Question 2 focuses on updating and maintaining safe, functional, and efficient learning environments that support students and staff now and into the future.
If students have the right environment, which I believe needs to be a caring, accepting, supporting environment, it's easier for them to deal with the challenges that come up. But having a supportive environment around them with people who care about them, people who know them, and people who are just there for them is really important.
This November, as voters consider many issues on the ballot, these two separate referendum questions will shape the future of Centennial Public Schools and the students they serve. Early voting begins September 18th, and Election Day is Tuesday, November 3rd. Learn more, ask questions, and stay informed by visiting isd12.org/Centennial-Forward.